Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Transform Edit podcast, where we explore the world of video editing, color grading, and creative storytelling with DaVinci Resolve. I am your host, and I'm so excited to kick this off. Today we are asking a simple question: what makes DaVinci Resolve such a big deal? You have probably seen creators mention it, or maybe you have even downloaded it once and thought, this looks intense. Today I'm going to break down what Resolve actually does, and why it works so well for both beginners and pros, and what makes it more than just another editing software. And by the end, you'll have a better understanding of why DaVinci Resolve stands out and how it can completely transform the way you approach your own projects. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. DaVinci Resolve is a video editing software made by Blackmagic Design, a company that makes everything from cameras to broadcasting gears. DaVinci Resolve is free to download, and it's one of the few programs that combines every stage of post-production into a single ecosystem. Let's break that down for a second. Inside DaVinci Resolve, you have several pages, each built for a different part of the workflow. There's the cut page, designed for quick, efficient editing. Then there's the edit page, which gives you precise control over your timeline and your effects. You also have the Fusion page, which is for compositing and motion graphics, Fairlight for professional audio post-production, and of course the color page, which is where DaVinci Resolve originally made its name. Each of these pages can be as simple or as deep as you want them to be, and they are all connected, meaning you can move between the edit, color, sound and effect without ever leaving your project. That's what made DaVinci Resolve so unique. It's not just an editor, it's a complete creative platform. You can start a project with raw footage, edit it, color grade it, clean up the audio, and export it, all in one continuous flow. And for most people, the free version gives you everything you need to do that. It's not a trial, not a demo, it's fully functional. That accessibility is a big reason why so many creators have started adopting it. It removes the barrier to entry while giving you professional level tools. Starting in video editing can be intimidating. There is so much to learn: timeline, color correction, transition, sound mixing, and most people just want something that is easy to understand without feeling limited. DaVinci Resolve strikes that balance beautifully. When you first open it, you'll notice the cut page. It's built for speed and simplicity. You can drag and drop clip onto your timeline, trim them quickly, add transition, and get a solid edit done fast. It's perfect for YouTube videos, reels, podcasts, or interviews, any project that doesn't need tons of layers or effect. Then as you grow and get more comfortable, you can move into the edit page where everything becomes more detailed. There you'll find multi-track timeline, keyframes, slow motion controls, text tools, all the professional features that might have seemed out of reach when you just started. That natural progression helps editor build confidence. You're not thrown into the deep end, but you're also not stuck with something basic forever. Another reason why Resolve is great for beginners is that it teaches real industry skills. If you are learning editing in Resolve, you are learning a professional workflow from the start. The same concept used in major films or TV projects. So even if you're making YouTube videos today, you're gaining skills that can carry you into professional production later. And because everything is integrated, you get to understand how editing connects to color and sound, instead of learning these things separately. Resolve lets you grow at your own pace without switching software, without extra cost, and without feeling overwhelmed. DaVinci Resolve has a long history in the film industry, particularly for its color grading tools. Before it became an all-in-one editor, it was used purely for color correction. That legacy still shows today. The color page is a powerhouse filled with advanced tools for shaping tone, contrast, and mood. You can isolate part of your image, use custom curves, apply LUTs, or build complex node trees for layered adjustments. Even if you're not a professional colorist, these tools give you incredible creative controls. But professionals also use Resolve because of its collaborative system. Multiple artists can work on the same project. Editors, sound mixers, colorists, all connected in real time. This is especially valuable for studios or production teams that want to keep everything centralized. And the workflow is rock solid. Resolve is built to handle massive high-resolution projects, 4K, 6K, even 8K without falling apart. The Fairlight audio tools are equally impressive. You can do everything from basic voice cleanup to a full surround sound mixing in the same timeline. So whether you're cutting a YouTube video in your bedroom or finishing a documentary for a broadcast, Resolve gives you the same foundation, the same precision, and that's what professionals love about it. I'll be honest, when I first started editing, I didn't know what I was doing. I was looking for something that was free, easy to use, and didn't put a watermark at the end of my videos. A friend of mine recommended DaVinci Resolve, so I decided to give it a try. At first, I was only using the basic, cutting clips and putting them together, adding a little music and exporting. But pretty soon I started exploring. I tried the color tools, and that completely changed how I thought about videos. Suddenly I could make my footage look intentional. It wasn't just about assembling clips anymore. It was about creating a feeling. Then I discovered Fairlight. I cleaned up my audio, balanced levels without leaving the program. That's when it clicked for me. I didn't need 5 different tools. I just needed to learn this one properly. What I really love is fusion. Being able to create transitions, titles, lower third, and all kinds of effects. That just unlocks my creativity. Every time I open DaVinci Resolve, I get the urge to experiment and try something new. It's like a creative playground where I mess around, learn, and push myself a bit further each time. The more I dive into Fusion, the more I realize how much I can actually do with it. It keeps me inspired every single day. Over time, I realized that DaVinci Resolve wasn't just helping me to edit faster, it was helping me to enjoy editing again. It's unusual for a software to feel this inspiring, but this one really does. It encourages you to experiment, to explore new techniques, to keep learning, and honestly, that's why I still use it today. If you are new to DaVinci Resolve, here are a few tips to help you start strong. Start small. Don't try to learn every page at once. Begin with the cut or edit page, whichever feels more comfortable, and focus on completing one project from start to finish. Explore the built-in templates. Resolve includes a lot of titles, transitions, and effects right out of the box. Use those before diving into custom Fusion effects. It saves time and it still looks great. Learn basic color correction. Even just adjusting contrast, white balance, and saturation can make a massive difference in how professional your footage look. Keep your workflow simple. Organize your media, label your timeline, and use bins. It sounds boring, but good organization will save you hours in the long run. Don't forget Fairlight. A clean, balanced audio track can elevate your edit more than a fancy transition ever could. Take a little time to learn the basic of mixing. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Editing is part technical and part creative. Every project you finish will teach you something new. So that's our deep dive into why DaVinci Resolve is the best all-in-one video editing tool for so many creators around the world. It brings everything you need together: editing, color, sound, effects, delivery into one cohesive experience. It's accessible for beginners, powerful enough for professionals, and constantly evolving with new updates. If you are just getting started, I encourage you to download it and try it out. Experiment, make mistakes, have fun, and see what's possible when all your creative tools live in one place. Thanks for joining me on the very first episode of the Transform Edit podcast. If you have found this episode helpful, consider subscribing, leaving a review, or sharing it with a friend who is just getting started in video editing. Next episode, we'll take a closer look at how to build a simple editing workflow in DaVinci Resolve, from importing to exporting, so stay tuned for that. Until then, keep creating, keep cutting, and keep transforming your edits. Peace.